Alright! Hi everyone! This is actually doing yet another video, and it's in this one that we'll be doing some gameplay advance recording footage now. The game in question, as you can clearly see by screenshots alone, is The Legend of Spyro the Eternal Night. Finally got around to playing this earlier this week, so yeah. My results will be able to show a bit of fun down the line, will they? Yeah, we'll see about that. Hold on to your hats, because I'm not using an emulator like the weird kids do. I've got the actual cartridge! Oh my god, that's absolutely amazing. What's weird still is that it seemed like an American import from the Amazon dealer that I got it from. Which is weird considering that I'm a European gamer myself. Still, I'm okay with it. As you can see here though, we're tackling the Outer Grove section of the Ancient Grove stage. This is going to make up the first section of the video. My excuse for being a bit sloppy at the beginning, ever since I had to keep an eye on the position for the screen as well as the the action at the same time, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I have to apologise for the sloppiness here. Right, how else can I go around this? I'm actually obtained quite a few upgrades here, so it seems to be pretty much okay for the forthcoming Deep Grove part and the boss stage, whenever that comes around. Going up towards the thingies here, the sky, so forth, and tackling more of those growths. I mean, even though the size seems intimidating, I always seem to find a way to get around it by simple knock-ups and attacks in the air. Doesn't seem to generate many of the, you know, the blue gems in the long run, but it certainly gives you a cheap way out. I'm still okay with all this. Even the growth spiders don't scare me as much. They're pretty much the same strategy. And isn't this one that they're a little bit more resistant to fire than some of the other enemies in this stage? Answers on a postcard. Right. I'm going into more of those tumbleweeds there. Why do they call them tumbleweeds? They don't even look like bullfrogs or anything. I suppose I'll need answers for them on a postcard as well, if you please. Okay. I'm going into the deeper caverns. I actually found the platforming stages to be a little on the cute side, if you know what I mean. But I'll lay some of these hidden nooks and crannies make things all the more worthwhile, at least to try and boost your morale if you try to find any dragon relics in such places. In which in this case I don't think I even came close. Woe is me! And going down towards the deeper pits, and it shouldn't be too long until I end up doing so. I just hate the spikes that end up littering the floor, though. I know that they can be evaded pretty easily in comparison to some of these enemy shots, if you know what I'm saying, but I'm still pretty much fine with it. It just takes a bit of practice from trying to focus on more than one thing at once, if you know what I'm saying. Well, there's a reason there's some mats flying around. Oh, the airborne enemies are a pain in the butt, if you know what I'm saying. And a similar thing can be said for some of those glowing spheres in the dream temples as well. Oh man, I swear I almost got butchered by one of those glowing things once. I'd be interested to hear similar experiences if anyone's got any to share with us. And going into the big finish. I think I seem to be pretty much knackered as I tend to battle my way out from this cave, but still, the best thing about it is if you do lose a lot, if you do lose all your health, you do end up having to go back to the start of the specific part of a level and not going back to a previous save point. So at least it's pretty okay. I'm still cool nonetheless. After much fighting later, we get to face the boss of the stage. Naga, some kind of merman creature. Is it a merman? I can't seem to figure this out myself. Right, people have generally said that Naga is one of the most frustrating bosses in the game. And I think I'd be glad to say the same because I've got like 30 minutes of outtakes on my computer right now. Oh, what a blast. Still, I managed to pick up a very good basic strategy. Whenever he slams the sword down, I'm going for the assaults with as many kind of attacks as possible. And when he brings his shield up for defense, I just, you know, put my fireballs away. Even though they do sometimes end up taking a delayed reaction at times. Yeah, they call me a bit of a you know, a radioactive gamer. I think that's probably coming from a term I pioneered from my Donkey Kong Country days, if you know what I'm saying. Right. Even though I managed to figure out a good way to end up trying to evade much of his attacks with the sword, gliding down, and it's pretty easy plasma balls. It's just when sometimes he sends the sword down and all these rocks fall down, I barely have much time to figure out exactly where they're coming from. It's just one of the bigger pains I end up having with the boss, if anything. It all comes down to luck when it tries to come to evading these things. But if it's not, I'd like to hear back on that as well. If you got anything to say about it. Oh, did you just see that? The coolest thing that can even happen. See his shield there? It's all covered in scratches and everything. See, this is actually pretty complex programming for a Game Boy Advance game, so I am really chuffed with that. Yes! And I bet most people who ended up tackling it seem to feel the same way. It shouldn't be too long now until his shield goes down. He's looking really knackered. Oh god, I absolutely hate those rocks. How many Spyro blunders can you count in this? I bet there's something like 2016 or something. Ah. It shouldn't be too long till I end up facing the final parts of this really peculiar boss stage. Oh man! Before I go into too much detail concerning anything else, just like the water effects in here, it's just clatters down really beautifully if you can be able to sense it for yourself. And still, as you just saw, the shield has been brought down. That means I can attack him with however the heck I want. I've ended up upgrading my fire and earth breaths once each by this point. But yes, earth and ice were switched around in the Game Boy Advance version. Thank you, console gamers. And just like that, or maybe just a little bit longer, now I think Naga's ready to get down for the count. Ready to witness it? Down we go! That's Naga easily taken care of. Thank you very much. And now, I pretty much conclude my segment by just wrapping up what I just did. I went through the ancient grove, beat the crud out of Naga, and got ready to experience the rest of the game. Right, this is Rexy signing out, having done a video of the Game Boy Advance version of The Legend of Spyro the Eternal Night, and I hope to catch you on YouTube sometime later with something else to report on. Okay, thanks very much,